Good evening, good afternoon, depends on where you're at in the world today. I'm Reggie Grant.
And I'm Craig Zaffe. I'm the owner of Hemp for Life, Inc. And welcome to our podcast, Everything CBD and More.
What's cooking, Greg? How's the life in New York, New Jersey? Where you at?
In New York, things are cooking. I mean, it was almost 90 degrees today. So it really felt like summertime is here.
Wow.
So I think that summer's here. People are getting motivated. They want to get out. They want to look their very best. And this is where we can help them. I mean, CBDs can help them get their groove back so they can get on that beach looking good, enjoying their grandkids.
Their kids, their
everything in life.
Helping them live a better life.
Because we need to help everybody start leading a better life since everybody's stressed out.
But not everybody's stressed out. People are just, it's life. Peaks and valleys. Enjoy your journey. Embrace the process.
Well, everybody doesn't have that gift. That's where CBDs. Everybody, with the CBDs, they can get that sense of peacefulness, balance, so they can enjoy that journey without using, pharmaceuticals with all the side effects. So this is the perfect time for people to start incorporating CBD in their life, to get their sense of wellness back, get their groove back. So their journey will be much more pain-free.
Yeah, it is about pain management on many levels. Yesterday was a very long day. I had an event started at 11 in the morning, went to 2. Then we had another event from 5 to 7, another event from 7:30 to 10. I left at 9:30. I was wore out, beat down, came home, rubbed some cream on my shoulders and my feet, and was knocked out till 10 o'clock this morning.
In fact, I did call you. I waited to call you since I didn't want to wake you up, but you were still in bed. And I think you deserve to be in bed because yesterday's event, I mean, people missed a very incredible event that you put on yesterday.
Well, we try to, inform, educate, empower. And that was ESI Pitch, and you'll see some videos and images from that. That'll be on the website by Saturday morning or afternoon. So by the time you see this, it'll be up and running. So rocking and rolling.
It was interesting because I saw a year ago one of your first ESI, pitches.
We've been doing it about 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, well, we just started to dance seriously a year ago, yourself and myself.
Okay.
And everybody, who presented their business, propositions, I was so impressed. How far they've come in a year.
We do have some elite opportunities for people to take a look at. Yes.
So for me, it was a wonderful experience.
Oh, and you saw in your little presentation, you hadn't seen the full presentation.
Well, I saw it. I gotta tell you, it was interesting because I enjoyed when you brought Athletes in Cannabis, our podcast that we did, especially with Kendall.
Yes.
Because it's funny. When I was interviewing Kendall at the event, he was only a distributor at that point. He was not a brand ambassador, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
But when I interviewed him, I said, here's our brand ambassador. It was like I knew ahead of time that he was going to become a brand ambassador for us.
Well, he's an energetic, outgoing, dynamic individual who just needs to embrace his journey and continue, as we all do, and continue to move forward and just, embrace life.
Yeah, and what was wonderful for me, because at the event, Athletes in Cannabis, they became my roommates for 2 nights.
Right.
That's how I got to know Kendall and Kavar, because I needed a place to crash. I said, listen, I got extra room. So it was wonderful really getting to know them.
It's always about people and
right.
Elevate relationships, developing the process. Now, as we talk about everything CBD, tell me about, I have pain. What's the best ways to kind of manage my pain? And many times you need to have a conversation with your physician or health provider. but for most people, I have pain in my knee or my shoulder. What's the best way to manage something like that?
Well, basically, if you have a lot of inflammation in your joints, which most people do after they've been on the planet, a few years, especially if you've been doing hard labor like myself or an athlete like yourself, you over time have a lot of inflammation. So applying a topical like our sports cream, our OP6 warm and our OP6 cool directly to that inflammation point. So you have a bad shoulder, the cream gets absorbed in your CB2 receptor instantly and reduces the inflammation. Now, if you have other conditions, a tincture would be better. If you have problems sleeping at night, which a lot of people do as they get older, taking a tincture at night will just calm them down, quiet the mind down. So depending upon what your condition is, determines what type of delivery system, how you want to get the CBD in your body.
Why is it working so good? I have some testimonies from people that have go through menopause, from women going through menopause. Why does that work with them so much?
Well, because again, it always ties down to the endocannabinoid system, which is which we all have, which is the largest regulatory system in our body, and it controls all the various systems. So you go through menopause, you're going through hormonal changes. The endocannabinoid system helps regulate those changes. So by incorporating CBD, you just help your body naturally reduce the effects of going through the hormonal changes.
Oh, interesting.
It always comes down to just restoring your endocannabinoid system, the sense of balance.
Balance is the key.
Balance is the key, and the endocannabinoid system is like the hub of a wheel. And then you have all the different spokes around it. Those are all different body systems that the endocannabinoid system regulates. So you always want to keep the balance, because as we get older, we become deficient. We become endocannabinoid deficient. We're not making enough natural cannabinoids in our body. That's why you have to turn to plants that have cannabinoids, which mean they have phytocannabinoid. And the two primary sources, one is CBD from hemp, that you get all the medicinal benefits, but you won't get the psychotropic effects of THC. And then you have marijuana, which has the THC, which is like a key in a lock to the CB1 receptor in the brain. That's why you get high, because it just fits right in that receptor. The CBD doesn't fit in that receptor, it just kind of nudges it. So you get more than medicinal benefits.
Oh,
so right. So everybody can benefit from CBD, because marijuana is not for everybody out there.
Right. I don't smoke weed, but I am a capitalist. That's why I have athletes cannabis and involved in You and Hemp for Life, which is a great line of products, and just so excited to be part of this process and helping people to live a better life.
And it's all about educating people, because you have to educate the doctors. Because if the medical field was not trained about the endocannabinoid system before 1994, and then there's still a lot of resistance because there's no funding to do the research. Now that whole paradigm has shifted, where more medical doctors are getting involved in cannabis medicine.
I was at an interesting meeting with some people that internationally, there's more research done or have been completed, and there's more acceptance. They even have clinics that are specializing now internationally in Mexico and some other places in providing alternative options to the traditional synthetic drug market.
Right. I mean, it's going back to plant-based medicine. And since cannabis has been used for the history of mankind, there's the most safety profile of any other plant on the planet. More people, more doctors across the world are getting involved in doing the scientific research. And you can't dispute the findings of what they're finding. It's the most beneficial plant that you can incorporate in your life.
So consider using CBD as a remedy or as a support system to help you to mitigate your pain, to have better quality of life, better sleep, better movement. All those components really add value to you when you're talking about incorporating CBD and tinctures and gummies and all that kind of stuff.
Yes. I mean, there's so many different delivery systems. Some people can't take capsules, so that's why they could take the tincture. Other people find they don't like the odor of the sports cream, so they can do a gummy. So there's so many different delivery systems how to get the CBD in your system. The tinctures, you get the most quickest results because it gets directly absorbed in your blood. Since CBDs and THC are lipid-based, which means they're fat-based. Our cells are water permeable. So depending upon the delivery systems, the tincture works the best because it absorbs in your blood right away. If you're doing a gummy or capsule, it has to go through the liver.
Oh.
So it's just like when you smoke marijuana, you feel the effects quicker because it goes into your lungs, it goes into your blood system compared to having edible.
Okay.
The edible, you have to go through your stomach, and then the THC go through more changes, it becomes more potent, and you, depending upon the potency, you can't control how much you take.
Right.
So that's why the CBDs are so important now that more and more people are turning to marijuana. That's where the education is very important, because you want more CBD-rich varieties, more so than a high THC variety.
Amazing. Well, Craig, it's been an outstanding time having a little conversation, talking about and learning about more about the benefits of CBD. And you are the man, the CBD man, and all things CBD. Craig Zaffe here, and appreciate you so very much. And I like your new glasses.
Well, it's funny, you know, I'm looking for a new pair. These are too dark.
Okay.
These are more, goes with the CBD guy. It's all about the branding.
Positioning and branding. Again, I'm Reginald Grant. Find more about Craig at CraigZaffe.com, CraigZaffe.com, Hemp for Life Wellness, HEMP, for Life, LIFEWELLNESS.com. I'm Reginald Grant. This is Craig Zaffe.
And I want to thank Athletes in Cannabis for making this all happen as our sponsor. And I want to just thank Reginald Grant for being part of Hemp for Life Wellness, because without Reggie, I would not be here spreading the gospel of CBD. So from the bottom of my heart to the whole world, thank you, Reggie Grant.
Peace, love, and happiness. Have an exceptional weekend, guys.
All right. Much love and happiness to everybody. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy, get off the couch, make it happen.